sure the people watching are going to be disappointed.
Yeah. Press A to play.
So once again, maybe I'm just an old man, but I kind of...
Boom.
Yeah.
Oh.
I cannot wait for Silk Song.
Ooh. Perfect timing.
Yep.
Really, this game is beautiful.
I mean, gorgeous, right?
I have to say, aesthetically, one of the most satisfying things I've seen in a long time.
I'm definitely gonna love playing.
Because there's a certain kind of originality in the aesthetic, you know?
But also, it kind of looks like Miffy in a weird way, like gothic Miffy.
Yeah.
I like that. Miffy, like Nijntje, the rabbit, the Dutch, the white rabbit with the cube.
Sorry, I think I'm not Dutch enough.
No, it's like internationally actually really popular. That's where it's called Miffy. It's Nijntje in the Netherlands actually, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like Hello Kitty, but cooler.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
It's like for 3 or 4 year olds, but it looks really
knows it. But yeah, no, that's the thing. I just really like the aesthetics of this game. Well, I really like the aesthetics of Hollow Knight, and this is just an extended version. This was supposed to be a DLC for Hollow Knight, and it just got so big they just decided it makes a lot more sense.
Game Pass, nice. There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy that greatly, I think.
Yeah. I have to say that I really enjoyed playing the first Hollow Knight.
Yeah, I mean, it's just such a good game.
I kind of felt like the whole
passion projects, man.
Wait, so
Squanch.
oh, that's from Rick and Morty. So Justin Roiland.
Squanchy.
Realize we're gonna have to take out the entire alien drug cartel.
Morty?
Okay.
You're just gonna leave me here in what, space?
Everybody lives in space, including you. All right, you're a bounty
Is he the
hunter now.
gun?
You've got to
Yeah.
help me rescue my friends. They're Gatlians.
Talking
just like
gun.
me.
That's a lot of talking guns.
Apparently.
So tight. How about a little dinner first?
Blast away!
Okay, so I think they're doing a good job trying to take the 2D cartoon and making it something 3D. But I don't see anything that really makes me feel like Rick and Morty.
No, but it's not Rick and Morty. It's its own property.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's from the creators of Rick and Morty.
I was
It's not-
making a joke because he wasn't disguising his voice. It just sounds like sounds like Morty, but like no, it's a whole property.
More! I need more stabbing!
It's really the same style of humor.
Yeah, Justin Roiland has done a couple of VR things as well, I think. It's all very much.
What the hell is that?
Everyone, fight each other!
I'm definitely
Those Care
Bears?
Yeah.
Nice.
I definitely feel like he was just kind of given free reign on this one, whatever it is.
Yeah, and I don't know, a million tabs of acid maybe?
High on life.
Okay, that looks like looks decently fun.
It looks like something we should play together. I
Yeah.
think that would be a lot of commentary.
And it's on Game Pass, so we can just play day one.
There you go.
I'm such a corporate shill when it comes to Game Pass. It's ridiculous, but yeah.
And it's very kind of cool that they managed to pull it off, though. What they pulled off with
Welcome
Xbox.
to the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase. Today, we're doing something we've never done before. For the first time ever, our entire show is focused on games you can play over the next 12 months. You're going to see more gameplay than
Yeah,
we've
'cause
ever had in a show.
they should never announce stuff
Industry-defining
3 years
racing
ahead.
experiences.
It would be nice,
Yeah.
if they did this every
Compelling
time.
strategy titles.
Good choice.
And my favorite, the most anticipated open world RPG
Starfield.
of the last 20 years. All
Yeah.
playable in the year ahead.
It's definitely Starfield.
Yeah.
And
Have
the
you guys
best
considered
part
whether or not it might be
is,
Starfield,
with Xbox,
though?
you'll be able to play those
So-
games in more ways than ever before.
It's an interesting
You can play on
thought.
your
I don't know if
console,
you're right.
PC, or on the go with Xbox.
I'm thinking of like a left field
Play with who you
Starfield
want,
joke,
where
but
you
yeah, I
want,
can't
and
think.
when
Yeah,
you
no.
want. Today we're going to show you more than 30 titles that are coming to Game Pass. And that is
Yeah.
up to
Pretty cool.
hundreds of titles coming to
And here I
members
was
over the
asking for a
next year.
sizzle reel, but it's just
It's all sizzle.
Yes.
all sizzle.
100% sizzle.
Go well beyond the console. We are thrilled to be working with an iconic team that
I'm
has built
gonna
some of
get
the
that
most played,
sizzle reel
most watched
feel.
franchises in the entire world. And now,
Team is
all
iconic.
Game Pass members will be able to unlock the benefits for these incredible games on PC and mobile.
Nice.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh, the cloud. Yeah.
For over a decade, players have created a thriving culture of competition and creativity around our games.
Sure.
Clutch plays with friends to unforgettable moments in esports.
Can I be the dude that asks the
Amazing
stupid questions?
creations that have blown
Who's
our
Riot
minds.
Games and what do they do?
Our community has continually taken
I might
Riot Games
be completely
to new
wrong
heights.
here, but I thought Riot
Today,
Games is
we're proud
behind
to invite
Clash of
the
Clans and
Xbox
stuff like that.
community
But I
into
might
our
be.
Think so.
bringing our
Like-
biggest PC and mobile games to Game Pass. Subscribers will unlock every champion on League.
I'm searching my
Oh, League of Legends! There we go.
Cards and Legends of
Like,
Runeterra.
yeah, my bad.
Yeah, League
wow.
of Legends, guys. God.
That's so not. That is so not my corner of gaming. That yeah.
The only thing I know about League of Legends is Arcane,
All three of the people watching are going to be disappointed.
No.
including us.
Yes.
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 Well, I'm disappointed in myself all the time. So I mean that's a
I
good.
will say, like, I like the League
I'll
of
drink to
Legends
that.
aesthetic, and I love Arcane for a million reasons, but I don't know anything else about Riot.
Yeah, I never got into League of Legends, I have to be honest.
It's kind of a sewer. So, you log in and just you'll hear 90 things you don't want to hear. Hijinks.
Also, one of many video game companies with a huge amount of sexism and other bullshit going down over at the office.
That's not great.
So that's fun.
Okay, so I take it we're not excited about the next League of Legends.
I'm excited for League of Legends players. It never grabbed me. It never did it for me.
So
but,
my
yeah.
problem is that the community itself is so toxic at this point that you log in and hear 90 racial slurs and like it just it's not great.
This is the video game version of 4chan.
Yes, basically, unfortunately, because the game itself isn't bad or anything. It's just the community around it is quite toxic at this point. The game itself is pretty decent. I think Arcane is my favorite thing to have come out of League of Legends, which I think might be the case for some.
Is this like an online Magic clone or something?
So basically, they made their own card game. Yeah, I would say that it's. Because I played it actually. It was all right. It was pretty tight.
But
I
ever
didn't
since
spend a ton of time on it, but like it was pretty tight.
ever since Hearthstone, everybody's just been doing the exact same thing, right?
Basically, it's Hearthstone.
Yeah.
I would actually say more than Magic Online, it's basically their own version of.
But everybody has one of those versions. Like,
Yeah.
it wouldn't surprise me if like Terminator had its own version at this point. Of like, it's.
Yeah, I mean, once one person made it big, it just everybody cloned it.
Yeah.
Valorant is like their version of
Overwatch,
yeah.
like a character.
I heard it was good if
hero
you're
based.
into those kinds of games. See, the problem is that I feel disconnected from the modern era of gaming because I'm not a competitive gamer, I'm a narrative gamer. And
So,
if I'm going to do the same thing 90 times and there's going to be no advancement, I'm just going to compete against people 90 times, I don't care. But that's just me.
it's weird. Like when it comes to the amount of amazing games that are out there for us, it's amazing. But if you look at the focus of big companies, it's never felt as lonely as it does right now. Yeah, like the big companies are all focused on MOBA and always
that's what
online.
makes money,
and,
and I get it. I don't blame them. It's just as a result, I feel very disconnected from the modern era of gaming because I don't care.
For Hugo.
He's not dead yet.
This looks sad.
Digging the voice acting.
You can tell from the. Oh, there we go. Okay, I was gonna say from the various shades of brown that it's a serious game.
The macula's not just in Hugo's blood. It concerns everybody.
I'm
And it can change
having a
everything.
total brain freeze. Is this the studio behind Plague Tale? I think technically it looks. Yeah, it's from the Plague Tale. Yeah.
Remember, no more killing soldiers. No more killing us.
It's a bit too grim for my taste, but people love those games, and they're
You've got hella good
really,
aim.
Look out! There's a killer
they're really fun
around here.
apparently. So yeah.
One of our men has been murdered.
Okay.
It's looking quite pretty, I have to say.
Like they're yeah.
How seamlessly you move around in this way is very nice. I dig it.
So they have a very cinematic feel of their games, and they like the tech they've developed for like having hundreds, if not thousands, of rats on screen at the same time. It's really impressive.
I'm tired of being afraid. I'll show them that it's over.
Finally!
See, they're nothing to be scared of.
All right.
Quite violent. Oh man.
Yeah, the rats are they're cool.
Is that Rey from Star Wars?
Is it?
It looks like that actress to me.
It does. I think it's Daisy Ridley.
Daisy Ridley, thank you. That's the vibe I got, no?
That's fair, it could
Maybe
be.
she has actually voice acted in the game 12 Minutes last year,
There you
or
go.
2 years ago maybe. So yeah,
I've never heard of this game, but it does look interesting.
Plague Tale is yeah. Again, it's Not
Very
my
good.
kind of game, but it's really good apparently. Yeah. Oh, one of their own. Okay. Ah, Forza, finally. We've been waiting forever on the new one.
Yeah. I'm only interested in racing games if I can get an actual wheel.
Oh, nah, I get that. I think that's easier than ever these days. I think you can use a lot of like USB like race wheels with like all of your new consoles anyways, so.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna need a release date for this one though. Because I want to say that we still don't have an official release date, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But this should be like holiday 2022.
Oh man, the retro cars looks fresh. Oh, the Jay-Z remix.
Their in-house tech is really, really good though. Like they've been sort of outshined basically the last couple of years by Playground Games, who are doing the Forza Horizon spin-offs. But this is like turn 10. They still know what they're doing, and
I mean, it certainly looks really good.
and it's in game. Spring 12.
They said next 12 months. They didn't say this year. We're halfway through this year.
That's true. It is already June 2022.
Yeah.
I think originally though we were expecting that late last year.
I see.
And I'm joined by Chris Sasaki, creative director at Turn 10. Forza is known for its photoreal beauty and state-of-the-art immersion.
Truth.
Built from the ground up to showcase the
I remember the
Xbox
first game
Series
for
X
Xbox.
and
That was
X
like
consoles,
a revolution at the
including
time.
techniques like real-time ray tracing on track.
Nice.
This is the most technically advanced racing game ever made.
Today,
I want all my
we're
race
excited
traced.
to show you the all-new.
It does
Forza
make a
Motorsport.
difference. I mean, I don't know if you've ever messed around with like control.
Welcome
I've
to
traced a couple of rays in my old age.
This track has been a fan favorite since the original Motorsport launched.
I want to know how well they did with like
2005.
modeling the physics of the cars, you know,
That's-
how they actually go through the process of doing that.
Fully dynamic time
A
of
lot of
day
testing
brings
on actual
Maple
tracks
Valley to
lately.
life
They have
in
like a
stunning
huge amount of data
detail.
they use for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you are seeing is an in-engine
Engine noises
gameplay
as well.
demo
Really cool.
presented using a single camera with no cuts. Let's jump in with the M8.
They
I
know.
haven't played it, but like you can tell just by looking at it that they've put quite a bit of thought into it.
Yeah, I mean, look at it.
Okay, maybe not this exact cut, but before, like the footage we were seeing before.
I mean, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
We've completely overhauled the driving experience. This includes a 48 times improvement in the fidelity of our physics simulation.
Really?
That's for you, Andrew.
Hey, how did you measure 48?
Let's advance.
They've gone over the numbers, okay? It's 48 times.
We've crunched the numbers. It came out to exactly 48.
We have 48 times the physics.
They use the fidelity metric.
48 more physics.
They use the fidelity metric wherein they asked Fidel how he felt about it.
48 times.
You thought it was 40 times better, exactly.
I want 48 more.
Did you like the graphics in the last Forza game? Well, prepare yourself for 12 times the graphics.
They have real-time ray tracing, so listen,
Yeah.
the light physics are going to be gorgeous.
Yeah.
3D vegetation.
Ray tracing makes a huge difference in how good the light physics
A
are.
generational leap in beauty and detail.
I mean, yeah, geez.
I love the soundtrack of their games as well,
Let's
actually.
advance timing.
They always have amazing soundtracks. Like their in-house stuff, actually. Like the licensed stuff is cool,
Dynamic
but
time of day. This
Oh, nice.
is a fundamental system to the new Forza Motorsport. And like weather, is available on every track. These new simulation details add further depth, drama, and dynamics to the racing
He's
experience.
not wrong.
So what? But like, think about it though. For that to actually make a difference in a race, the weather's going to change every 2 minutes.
Time of day.
I think in the past they've done it by actually sort of explicitly stating before you start a race, like this is a race that starts during the day but, you know, moves into the night, or there's going to be a storm at one point. It's not completely random or anything.
Okay. I was going to say, like, what's the day-night cycle that it's affecting a race? It's like every 1 minute there's a night.
Well, it's not open world, this one, so I mean it's just gonna, like, the race is gonna be 5-6 minutes, for example, and then you'll have like one big change change where it goes from sunny to stormy or something. Yeah.
And new depth in car building.
At least that's what they've done in the past.
That is interesting, to be honest. I do like that.
It's fun because it, basically turns a race into two parts where first you're just driving along happily and then you're just sort of fighting to just stay on track.
Yeah.
And carbon fiber.
Very Ford v Ferrari feel.
And it, of course, I mean, it's a fun way to sort of get to understand the cars you're driving with. Like, you might be driving in the car you love the most in the game and then find out that it's horrible under wet conditions, for example.
And I see a lot of different kinds of cars.
Oh yeah, they have a roster of like 500, 600, 700 cars usually. It's, yeah.
Wow.
You can see here some of the new details in the direction.
Particle effects, nice.
How the paint peels away at exposed and raised edges, in the wheel abrasions, and even in the dirt buildup.
Well then.
Even in the dirt buildup. We make the cars dirty. It's part of our 48 new physics that we had.
That was the amazing part about the first Forza though. That was like the biggest marketing thing. It was like your car is actually gonna get damaged and it's gonna influence the way you drive. That was like that was like on the original Xbox. Then if you would bump into like a wall and you would damage like your rear left, for example, you would have your rear left just being an issue the rest of the race, and that was unheard of at that point. That was so cool on consoles.
I didn't know that. That's actually pretty awesome.
Beauty of our cars.
Yeah, and again, right, that means that you need to somehow model what the effects are going to be for each kind of damage that you can add to the car.
Rear wheel, front wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, all of that as well. Yeah.
Man.
The weight of the car, weight distribution. Yeah. And that was in 2004, 2005 in the original Xbox.
Wow.
They've always been a very ambitious studio.
Apparently. And I mean, look, it looks gorgeous.
It is pretty.
It does look good. Okay, enough cars, enough vroom vroom. Is Everwild still alive? Flight Simulator. Yeah, there you go. That's Flight Simulator. It's way older than anything Xbox related. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Wasn't it like the first game or something? Like, it was very, very old.
Yeah, it's pretty much the first thing they ever did in gaming, I believe, yeah.
Very classy soundtrack choice.
It's a lot of fun to play, actually. It just takes up a ridiculous amount of storage, so I've deinstalled it. But yeah, it's a really fun game. Well, not so much a game, of course, but it's really soothing.
Take it seriously, okay? It's not a game, it's a simulation. Gosh. Did you have the control stick? If you don't have a joystick.
Then you're not doing it for real.
My dad would love it if I got one, and oh yeah, but no, it's but it takes up like 150 gigs if you add in the updates. So yeah, that's a ton of space. Oh, look at that.
There's definitely something to it, though, you know?
It's a weird kind of sexy, but it is sexy. I mean,
That's really more like awe-inspiring. I would have loved to be a pilot. I mean, I don't like what kerosene does to the atmosphere, but just the joy of just flying super high.
Also, like, everything is in there. Like, they've used a ridiculous amount of satellite imagery. So I just flew over my own house, for example. Like, all of that is in there. You can recognize everything in Amsterdam. It's crazy.
Whoa, that's
a couple of countries. For a couple of countries, they have like these high definition texture like upgrade packs. They stream all of that because you would have terabytes and terabytes of stuff on your hard drive otherwise.
What?
Is that seriously?
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's for you.
Really? They added it to Flight Sim.
Well, we had the Warthog in Forza at one point as well, actually. So
really?
This makes sense.
All right, so you can fly a Pelican, I guess.
Apparently.
That's so much fun, though. Look at that. I'm not gonna download 150 gigs. Okay, I'm gonna download 150.
You have to tell us how it is, though.
On the next episode, press A to play.
So I've been doing nothing but playing Flight Simulator.
All right, we got something from Blizz.
Which one's your favorite?
Overwatch.
There we go.
Mine's Tracer. She's not the cavalry's hand.
Is everyone pissed that like Overwatch 2 just basically looks like Overwatch?
Before me, I see the
maybe. It feels to me like one of those sports games where like every iteration is the same game but improved.
But here it's been like years and years and years.
The best journey is end. But a new one is right around.
I do like the monkey though. I mean, Overwatch fans are like hating me for this because I don't know all the lore behind the monkey in a robot suit, but I really like the monkey in the robot suit.
Yeah, I don't know the lore behind any of it, but like I do actually think that the style is good. You know what annoyed me though is that like whenever I saw the lore videos before Overwatch came out, they were genuinely really interesting, and I was like, this looks like an interesting game. I would play
Blizzard,
it.
yeah.
It turned out it was just a competitive multiplayer game, and I was like, yeah, actually, never mind. I'm good. But yeah, if there was like a single-player story-based version of it.
I was actually writing for IGN back in the day when they were really close to releasing it. So I actually wrote quite a bit about it back then. I remember there was like March 2015, February 2015, something like that.
I mean, there is something kind of cool about them putting all their effort into making it a good competitive game rather than trying to come up with a narrative that, you know, it might be hard to work out, you know?
I mean, that was a hamster. That was awesome.
A hamster in a robot ball. Yeah,
I missed the hamster.
You missed.
There was also Diva, who's
okay. I'm in.
Overwatch people are really gonna hate me. I like Diva. She's the gamer that summons a giant robot that she steps into. She's got like a mech. I'm a big fan of Diva.
So there's at least somebody here.
Okay, so they're acting like it's cool that they're announcing a new character, but the character is humanoid. It's not a hamster or a monkey. So how am I?
It's not a hamster or a monkey or a mech. We've got a centaur mech.
They need to get their priorities straight because this is just no.
I think I also am a little annoyed at Overwatch because I really enjoyed a game that it purposely killed, which was Battleborn.
Ooh, yeah, I remember that. It was from Gearbox, right?
Yeah, I actually enjoyed Battleborn, and Overwatch kind of murderlated it.
Yeah.
That comic book style looks a little bit like
Borderlands,
yeah.
Gets the throne.
Yeah, see, this looks very Borderlands-y to me.
Which is funny because, again, Gearbox, Borderlands, yeah.
Has never lost. Not in 13 years of rule.
See, yeah, this is my problem, is that they have these really cool narrative videos. You get invested in the characters, and then if you're not into competitive games, it doesn't matter. So.
I'm sorry, he kind of looks like a Clash of Clans kind of a character. It's just, that's not a...
Well, the dude on the left clearly looks like a psycho from Borderlands. She sounds Australian, which I'm wondering if that's a Mad Max reference.
No, if it was an Australian hamster, I'd be down. But this is just...
We need an Australian cyborg hamster. This is the real problem.
This is not doing it for me.
She's just not enough. I'm sorry, guys.
World premiere.
World premiere.
Oxide Games.
Who's Oxide Games?
A new turn-based strategy game from creators that revolutionized the genre.
We can read. Thank you.
Pyramids.
Well known.
I see that.
But what about the history that could have been?
It's a weird voiceover.
You were its architect. How would you reshape the world?
It shows an interesting era for a turn-based strategy game.
What stories would you tell?
I like the actress they chose.
Yeah, I recognize his voice. Who is it again?
Would you listen?
She was in Arcane. She was in The Expanse. I forgot her name.
Oh, yeah. She's like, I think, Indian or Pakistani. She has an amazing voice. Oh. Like, she probably smoked like 5 packs a day to get there, but worth it.
It was not King Cole's secret.
But these
But this looks like a Fire Access game, but it's...
Model of the solar system. It's your world now.
That's what it said, yes.
Is that the audio description?
ARA History Untold. Join
But why is it only active now and not...
Play it day one with Game Pass.
This is weird. It was not a thing before.
Pete Hines, Bethesda Softworks.
Good to be here. Celebrating what's going to be our biggest year yet.
It's weird.
That includes a few of the projects being developed across Bethesda's 8 studios, starting with Redfall, and the world's first look at gameplay earlier in the show. Redfall is from the studio that brought us Dishonored and Prey.
Can we have neither?
It's got so much of Arcane's DNA.
That's the weird thing that Xbox had, like ASL and audio description.
Customization, solo or with friends. We can't wait for you to play Redfall when it releases early next year. if you're looking for something to sink your teeth into right now.
It's funny because it's
you can adventure
vampire.
alongside one of the biggest and most welcoming communities in gaming. This year's ZeniMax Online Studios
Are they really one of the biggest communities?
that has never been explored in any Elder Scrolls game. The Elder Scrolls Online High Isle comes to Xbox next week.
Who chose High Isle?
It's not a good. Even he had difficulty just pronouncing it.
The Breton elite have lived in safety.
I had such high hopes for this game.
It's not a bad game, but yeah, it's not what you were looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of like, if they could put it in a place where they could continuously, tweak and patch and like update stuff, but like keep adding chapters to it.
Princess.
Kind of like if it was like the Eternal Morrowind, but then where the graphics would continuously be updated, they just keep adding content. I would have loved that.
Yeah, not quite, unfortunately.
It was alright though, that's true. But just, not exactly what it is that you want to see.
Yeah.
The legacy of the Bretons must be.
But then I guess, why would you make another Elder Scrolls where you can keep cashing in on this?
Online, High Isle, coming June 21st.
I remember I stopped playing because it would just take forever to log me in, and I'd just be sitting there waiting for a half hour.
Fallout turns 25.
Maybe you can look on YouTube if there is an actual version available now. Yeah. Without the audio, it's weird.
For the first time and returns to a beloved location. Expeditions to Pit is coming this September.
Yeah, I was able to find it.
Oh, that's this one. Oh, that's GameSpot, but might as well. But switching over is going to be. Can you throw it to the PS4? If you open it and then this one. Oh, that's actually just the normal one, right? Yeah.
How do I throw it to?
And then PS4.
Might not look like much. This is.
Yeah, sorry, Elder Scrolls. Oh, that was fast. Okay.
This is our home.
What?
And together, we can take it back.
That impressed me more than whatever it is we're supposed to be watching right now.
Yeah.
That was ridiculously quick.
Once again, kind of looks like it should be Borderlands. You see the chainsaw thing? It's kind of Borderlands.
This is Fallout. I can see that. I wasn't paying attention to what it is he said about Fallout though. Is this 76?
Yeah, pretty sure.
So is there going to be no more new Elder Scrolls or Fallout games? They're just all
Elder Scrolls 6 has been officially announced now, of course, but that's going to be years probably before it gets released. As for Fallout, that had a lot more damage reputation-wise because of 76, so they might want to recover a bit more quickly on that front. So.
Can I just say this? Can you save the pit with 2 T's? And all I can think is that Brad Pitt is in trouble.
Yeah. Save the pit.
Yeah, the pit is somewhere down there. It's just Brad Pitt chained up at the bottom of this dungeon somewhere.
Save him.
Yeah, you've got to.
I keep wondering if it's just if we're really like seeing the end of the standalone game,
I mean, no, they're it's not their focus anymore. They're going to be like their ways to keep the brand attractive to sort of the core fans, which there are a lot of. So they're going to have one of those every 10 or 15 years to keep those fans sort of, on their good side. But that's it.
Every 10 or 15 years.
Yeah.
Every 10 or 15 years.
Yeah. Again, we haven't had a new GTA since 2013, a new Elder Scrolls since 2010 or 2011. A new Fallout since 2015. That's not going to change.
Yeah.
Because that's not where they make the most money. They make money with online services and microtransactions.
It's the new generation of gaming, man. That's the new generation of gaming.
Well, I'm an old man and I think it stinks.
It's literally Hot Wheels.
Excuse me while I yell out a cloud.
Yeah, but that's amazing, and this is perfect. We've had Hot Wheels expansions for Forza games before, and they're ridiculously fun because it's like real-world locations with Hot Wheel track, like life-sized Hot Wheel tracks. It's the best thing ever.
Nice.
This is what we call synergy. But seriously, it's really fun. There's also a Lego expansion where you go to like a Lego island and you can just drive through Lego buildings and everything. Yeah.
Then why not, right? It's a video game.
That's what I love about Forza Horizon. They're like, yeah, it's a video game. It's about having fun, not about being sort of ridiculously realistic.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that.
It does look beautiful. It looks like sick fun.
Yeah. This is Forza Horizon 5. That one takes place in Mexico.
Nice. Okay. It really does. I mean, it's definitely doing a good job of making me think about getting into Forza, but like I really do want a wheel if I'm going to play a racing game.